Hello, I'm Snapback Jack and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. Yes. Let's go. As a remastered, I think the first one's a little bit better, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, this is really good. I think the first one is a bit better in terms of like a remaster. We'll see. I like how the intro was like a good hour and a half of just pure intro. Just an introduction to the actual game. Okay. Find errand. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Campfire discovered. A burrower. What am I doing? They're right in front of me. What am I doing? Actually, can I? Hold on. That's how I make stuff, is it? Oh, okay. There's different. It's a different kind of skill tree a little bit. That's it. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool. What is this? Green shin silver. Okay. Yeah, okay. What? You found a piece of green silver, rare valuable resources. Okay. So you can sell it. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. There's a lot of acid everywhere.
It's a dead machine. It must be a Bristleback. It must be chain scrape. Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there. I'd be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Got locked. Let's find Aaron first. Let's do that quickly. Oh, there's a lot of dead machines everywhere. That's not good. What are they called? What is it? Doesn't you tell me what it is? Okay, that's not good. A scrounger. The skill tree is a bit different. Power cell. Scrap pile. Okay.
Where are you off to?
What is that? Die. No, what is that? I want to know what that is. Okay.
Is that a tripwire? The whole area's rigged with them.
Turn it up a bit, I can't really hear what it's saying.
It's always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwires.
Hooked it!
What do you think the tripwires are for? Okay, fine. Do whatever you want. Tripwire's better though. Use a tripwire. Won't know what hit him.
I don't even know where they are. Look at that.
That's the last one.
Can I get rid of that? Sample. There we go.
Forge. Tripwire's handy. She knows the youngins game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Okay.
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south.
A bristleback. Okay,
Those
that's what it
scroungers
is.
showed up to carve the carcass. as they do.
Bristleback.
Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south.
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red.
Red.
Chasing
They
across
call
the
me
dawn.
Red.
Gonna want
Oh,
a
because she's got red
tripcaster.
hair. That's why.
Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Okay.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
I don't follow.
There's this sack of wet dirt. Olvend. Thinks he's the Elderman of Chain Scrape. Got half the town treating him as such. Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the Bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the Bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok.
So,
Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to time to save my backside.
so is it Bristleback a new machine then? Is it?
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control.
I don't really like
Zero
tripcasters.
itself.
They're a bit annoying.
Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Okay, enemies with tripcasters trigger with shock damage. Okay. I don't really like tripcasters. They're a bit meh, to be honest. So a Bristleback is a new sort of enemy now, is it? A new
I'll
machine?
keep some extra on hand.
Oh, she does more. That's pretty cool. So because it's a remastered, she has more dialogue as well. That's pretty cool. So they've added more dialogue into the game.
Tracks headed up the hill. Let's see where this leads.
That's pretty cool. So there's more dialogue she's put into the game as well. That's pretty cool. Barrow. Okay, maybe. Yeah, so far, I mean, to be honest, I think the remastered is a bit better and like Horizon Zero Dawn a bit better, but this is decent. I don't know what it is. It seems like it's lacking. I don't know. It seems like it's lacking content, if you know what I mean. No, it's not bad, but it's like as a remastered, it's good, but it's not as good as like the first one. You know what I mean? Like there's more skill trees a bit. Actually, let's have a look at the skill tree, shall we? Oh, the skill tree's changed. Okay. Oh, okay. So the skill tree's changed now, is it? So learn and contested skills to unlock. Okay. Cool. Battle Surge. Okay. Battle Surge is a powerful special ability required free building of Valor to unlock new Valor through the various actions and combat. Moving components, targeting weak spots and defeating enemies. Okay. Oh, the skill tree is a bit weird. So, Spastus boost regenerates a similar shape. Okay. Now have to range rate automatically recount now. Okay. Let's do that first. Oh, it shows my currency on the top right there. 564. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is that my skill tree then? So you got warrior, trapper, hunter, survivor, infiltrator, and machine master. Okay, so it's a new skill tree. That's pretty cool. Cool. Fucking, he's just demolishing them.
Another one down! Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to build. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Aaron!
Oh my god, hold on. The motion capture on their faces looks so good. Like they put so much effort into this. Look at that, that's awesome. Look at his face. They put so much effort into this remaster. Wow, that's really good.
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Of course you would, because she's like the protagonist of the game, so that makes sense.
Got it! I just have to time my shot.
That was surprisingly awesome. I will say the skill tree is a bit bizarre, but it's okay.
Hey, Lloyd. You might have to meet me halfway. Ah. Caught me in my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the dump just to watch me get wrecked. What's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down.
Jesus Christ, the motion captures on their faces is so fucking good. Like, look at that. They put a lot of effort into that.
More to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone. That figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming.
This just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen. I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah? Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake.
I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Yeah, I just noticed that. So, yeah, she at the end of the game, the first game, she just kind of like defeats Hades, right? From what I remember, and she just leaves and leaves everyone behind to go on like a random journey by herself and leaves all her friends behind. It's kind of a dick move.
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger. And only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay,
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
I mean, I will say
I said we're good, Aloy. Oh, go on ahead.
What are you standing around for then? Help me off this thing.
I mean,
That
the
doesn't
thing
sound
is like,
good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only
slow you down.
The thing is, like, the interaction and stuff is pretty damn good. Like, they put a lot of effort into it, which I appreciate. They put a lot of effort into it, but it's still, like I said, it seems like it's kind of lacking. It seems like it's lacking something, and I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, the source of the location. Let's go to Chainscrape first. Let's see what this is. I want to see what this is. It's a Chainscrape. That was easy. I don't know. It's good, but it's not like amazing. If you know what I mean. It's not like, obviously I'm gonna do a playthrough of it, but like a remastered wise, it's pretty decent, but it's not like amazingly good. If you know what I mean. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
This must be shut because of the Bristlebacks. I should look for another entrance.
There's a few more missions.
Looks like this gate's shut too. There has to be one that's open.
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. By the Forge.
Petra.
Petra?
She's in the first game as well.
What are you doing here?
Oh my god.
About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The Bristlebacks are everybody's.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barrenlight I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to
Flame
see
Hair.
you. Gotta move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Okay. So there's a few more side missions here.
Well, this Olin guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Okay. Let's have a look around first. Okay. The customization's pretty good. Oh. Oh, you can upgrade stuff now. Oh. That's interesting. So there's a new sort of upgraded for 100%. That's interesting. Oh, it does your like the stuff that you get on the, so it's metal shards, braided wire. Okay. Might as well upgrade as much as we can now, I guess. Might as well upgrade as much as we can. This is really good. Like the skill tree's changed and the upgraded stuff is pretty good. Trap upgrades. Okay. Okay, let's have a look around, shall we? Ammo deals different acid damage. Oh, because in the first one you have fire arrows and then you have acid arrows. Interesting. Core slots being not loaded. So you can go into your inventory now, can you? Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? Edit coils. Okay, you need to edit coils. Oh, you need to find them, okay. Cool, that's good to know.
This should be useful.
Yeah, it is.
We can test it out on the rest of the Bristlebacks.
Never met a beer I didn't like, or couldn't finish.
Hey, Milduff. Milduff. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special group. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Okay.
How did you end up in Chainscape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's
I like
a
the
tavern.
new interactions
That
and
was
stuff
neat
is
work.
pretty cool as well.
So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. More than ale.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Milduff. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Okay, it's an errand. Okay, so there's different types of missions and errands now. That's interesting. So this is a mission over here, a little side mission.
Be careful. Careful there.
That goes outside. Is there anything inside?
Change your mind about that brew?
Ah, here we go.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the Bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the Bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But the way I hear it, you've been busy smashing those beasts for scrap.
Well, the embassy won't start without them gone.
Yeah, well, you're doing Chainscrape a favor too. The less Bristlebacks there are, the less Olvin can crank it to his advantage.
But how could Bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
So, okay. So if you remember in the first one, the story in the first one is to track down and kill a rogue AI. Whereas in this one, oh look at her eyes. In this one, you have to take down, from what I remember, they're kind of like supernatural beings called the Farsenifs. That's all I remember. They're not, obviously the story's a bit better in the first one, but it's okay.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
A decree?
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes.
Oh yeah,
to
by the
call
way,
himself...
Karja is a type of army in the game. That's what they're called. And Shadow Karja are like the big bad kind of thing.
An elder man. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Flame hair. Okay.
What do you want, Albert? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? Session decree. Face it. What other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I've heard many
So,
tales of...
if you remember, I think Aloy like executed him, like stabbed him right in the throat. From what I remember, I was like that was a bit over the top. Just executed him.
of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvent Frio, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my... saviorly attention.
Ah, the Bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Self. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I've heard many
So,
tales of...
if you remember, I think Aloy like executed him, like stabbed him right in the throat. From what I remember, I was like that was a bit over the top. Just executed him.
Of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvent Frio, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my... saviorly attention.
Ah, the Bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the Bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
New side mission of the
Let me see
Bristleback.
what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Right. So the side mission over here. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of interaction so far, and this is like, I mean, it's good, but there's so much interaction. That's what I mean. It's kind of like there's so much interaction, if you know what I mean. They didn't have to add it in, but they've done it anyway, kind of thing.
I hope Corvin and the others are doing better than I am.
Sister?
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs in those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off her pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Deep trouble, okay. 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 Right.
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure all the bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. That sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let Bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What's your role?
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King, it was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
Okay.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna actually, before I do that, I need to go to a campfire first. So that's how you save the game, innit? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really good, but it's just so much interaction so far. There's not really much action at the moment since like the first ever episode. I reckon like in the next, because obviously I'll do the next one as someone, but it's more interaction at the moment, more like action stuff, which is cool. But I don't know. It's because it's the introduction here. It was like majority of the games, the start off really slow. Like the quarry starts off really slow, and like heavy rain starts off really slow, and then you get into it, and then it goes like 0 to 100 in like 2 seconds. So, but anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this one here, and I'll see you in the next one.